Assalamu alaikum. Welcome everyone to the first episode of our Surah series where we are going to explore the meanings and lessons of Quran. So when we started learning about Quran, we learned in a most strange language, Arabic, which we don't know normally. Even my childhood, when I learned Quran, it's in Arabic where you just by heart the things which is there without actually understanding the meaning. And because of that, you cannot reflect upon, what is the real teaching, and you can never apply it on your real life also. So this is my effort to learn Quran in the language which I know, and I'm also trying to communicate to you to the language which you know, and that will help you to learn Quran in a much better way. So today we begin with Surah Al-Fatiha. That's the opening chapter of Quran, and it's also known as Mother of Quran, and it's recited in every unit of Salah, every prayers Muslims across the world. But have you ever paused for a moment and truly reflected on its depth and significance of this surah? So, in this session, let's dive into its meanings, themes, and how it relates to our daily life. So, that's again very important. So, let's go for the overview of Surah Al Fatiha. Of course, most of all of you know, it consists of 7 verses. And that's revealed in Makkah, of course. And it's also known as, in different names. You'll see Al-Kitab, that's the mother of book. As-Salah, that's the prayer. Ash-Shifa, that's the cure. So different names it has been known after. And this chapter is actually both a prayer and the summary of Quran's core teaching. So if you need to know what it's like index, it's a summary of, in fact, the total Quran's teaching and its emphasis on the relationship between Allah and His creation, and it's also offering guidance for fulfilling your life. If you go for the verse by verse explanation, let's go through the surah series verse by verse. The first one, if you take, I'll go in English, so that will be more convenient to all of you. In the name of Allah, the most gracious and the most merciful. So every action that begins with Allah's name, right? Seeking His blessing. So here also, that's what exactly you see. Allah's mercy, that's the rahmat, is emphasized here. And that's showing His infinite compassion towards all creation. The most gracious, the most merciful. That itself will tell you His compassion towards all His creation. And then if you go for the next one, all praises due to Allah, Lord of all the worlds. So, what does that mean? Allah is the master of everything: humans, animals, nature, the entire universe, master of everything, the creator of everything. So, this verse, if you see, it's actually teaching you gratitude and humility, right? And also reminding us to acknowledge Allah's blessing in each and every aspect of life. So, all praise is due to Allah, Lord of all the worlds. Everything, creator of everything exists in this universe. And the next one, again, it's a repetition of what I have discussed: the most gracious, the most merciful. So these attributes of Allah, again repeated here, you can see, and highlights His mercy as, central or core to His relationship with His own creation. The creation, I already told you, it's not only humans, it's animals, it's entire nature, it's the entire universe. So this is again a reminder of hope and forgiveness, no matter our past mistakes. So there is still a hope, and forgiveness is very much essential. So you look at these themes and perspectives that it offers. And the next one, master of the day of judgment. So Allah is not only merciful, but also just. And if you look at this verse, it actually reminds us of accountability and the day of judgment, where we will be held responsible and accountable for all the actions and the deeds that we have committed. So all these are again covered. What is going to happen in this world and in the other world is also covered. You alone we worship, and you alone we ask for help. So that's again a declaration of Tawheed, that the monotheism. Monotheism means belief in one God. So you alone we worship. There is one God, and you alone we ask for help. That again emphasizing on Tawheed or monotheism. That's the belief in single God. That's reaffirming that worship belongs to solely to Allah. There is no other God. It also teaches the reliance on Allah for guidance and strength. For anything that you need, you worship Allah, right? And the next one, if you see, guide us to the straight path. So we are praying. So this is, heartfelt plea for guidance in every aspect of life. Guide us to the straight path. The straight path here represent the path of righteousness that's leading to success in this world and also hereafter. right? So again, if you look at the path of those who have earned your favor, not of those who have earned your anger or gone astray. So this verse again distinguishes between those who follow Allah's guidance and those who deviate from it. So it reminds us to seek the company of the righteous and follow the righteous path and avoid paths that lead away from Allah. We need to be with Allah. We need to, the path of those who have earned your favor, those who followed your path, and not those who have earned your anger or gone away from you. Right? And if you look at the central theme of this Surah Al-Fatiha, first, unity of Allah, or the Tawheed, or the monotheism, or the single God. Allah's oneness is emphasized here, as is our relationship with Him. We only and we solely worship Allah. There is no other God other than Allah. Right? And then gratitude and praise, guidance. We seek guidance, mercy, accountability. These are the central themes. So you recognize Allah's blessings, fosters gratitude and contentment. So gratitude and praise. And the central prayer, if you see in this chapter, is for Allah's guidance to the right path. Show us the right path. Right? That's the guidance. And Allah's mercy is boundless, but His justice ensures always fairness. So the lessons for today from this chapter, what we discussed is, see what we can learn and how can you apply it in your daily life. Gratitude. Take a moment every day to reflect on Allah's blessings and express gratitude. Hope in Allah's mercy. No matter how challenging life becomes, remember Allah's compassion and forgiveness. It will be there with you. And always seek guidance. Begin every decision. Begin, in fact, every day by asking Allah to guide you on the right path. Recite the surah when you wake up and when you sleep also. When you wake up immediately and before you sleep also. So you are seeking blessings from Allah and you are seeking gratitude, guidance from Allah. You are, showing gratitude to Allah. You are hoping in Allah's mercy, everything. And again, accountability, right? Live each day with awareness that our actions have consequences and it will be questioned in future in the other world, right? So accountability is very, again, important. So what the practical tips I can tell you at this moment with respect to this surah is, reflect during your salah. When reciting Surah Al-Fatiha in prayer, don't rush. You understood the meaning now, right? So never rush. Each and every verse, if you see, it has deep meaning inside, right? So pause and reflect on each verse meaning, whether you are seeking His mercy, whether you are showing gratitude, whether you are seeking guidance, whatever. You take a moment, reflect upon it, see the true meaning of that, and feel that. So that make your day. Personalize the prayer. When you say, guide us to the straight path, guide us to the right path, think about specific areas in your life where you need guidance from Allah. So He will be guiding you. Make it, as your own. See, this is common and everyone is reciting the same. But when you take a moment to internalize it, and when you take a moment to reflect upon, and when you take a moment by realizing the actual meaning, that's why if you are reading this just like that in a strange language, just like what I did in my childhood, there is of no use. You don't know what you are asking to Allah. You are praying, you are asking something to Allah, you're asking, to show Him the right path. But I was not aware that I'm asking this. Right? So now when you know that this is what you're asking, take a moment to reflect upon understanding the meaning and make it very much personalized. You know what you need, what path you need. So you need help from Allah. So that should be very clear in your mind. So automatically things will be very clear. And memorize the meaning, right? So you need to know, at least for Surah Al-Fatiha, you should be knowing the meaning of each and every verse which I have discussed. If you already memorized Surah Al-Fatiha, now review this as a translation. Take it in that way. You already know the Arabic version and you're reciting it every day. So, but most of you actually don't know the meaning because Arabic might be a strange language for most of you. So now you reflect upon it with the actual meaning and apply it to your life. So Surah Al-Fatiha is more than just a chapter to recite in prayer. It's a powerful guide for how to live a meaningful and fulfilling life. You are showing gratitude, you are seeking mercy, you are seeking guidance, and it also reminds us, to be grateful, seek Allah's guidance at any point of time, and rely on His mercy. So, guys, as we continue this journey through the Quran, we will commit not only, reading its words without actually understanding the meaning. We will try to reflect upon, we'll try to understand the meaning, and will apply its lessons in our daily life. So, Assalamu alaikum. Thank you so much.